In this video, we're going to discuss 3 ways of how you can improve your sleep, how I beat my insomnia, and how you can do just the same. I suffered from insomnia for around 5 years. My mother did, my grandmother did, and they never really did anything about it because of a lack of research. Now I share the things that I've learned with my mother, and she has fixed her insomnia, and so have I. It ran in the family, so I thought it was genetic or hereditary, so I never really did much research myself until around 1.5 years ago, where I decided to fix my sleeping patterns, discover what's wrong with my sleep, implement the tactics that I've learned, and share with you right now. My habits weren't also the best. I'd stay up late playing video games, looking at the screen for endless hours, staying up way past midnight, and these things really did not help. I'm not going to give you the obvious tips that you already know, like using a blue light filter, supplementation with melatonin, which is actually not that great once you research it. I'd recommend you do some research and take your own measures. Things like no technology used before sleep are quite obvious, so I'm not going to tell you those. So here's how I beat insomnia. Number 1. Figure out your favorite sleeping position. So what I mean by that is you should figure out what sleeping position you fall asleep in the quickest. So for me, falling asleep on my back was never great. I could only fall asleep on my back after some heavy meditation, which also helps. So sleeping on my left side never really worked for me, and sleeping on my right side was actually the best thing I've done. I'm going to show you what sleeping position I'm using at the moment, and you should monitor your sleeping positions and see which one you fall asleep in the quickest. So maybe keep a notebook and write down the sleeping position that you've used before falling asleep every single time, and then monitor your sleep afterwards. If you wake up refreshed and you're quite happy with your sleep, then write that down and use that sleeping position next time. If that one doesn't work, give it 3 times and then switch sleeping positions. There are not that many sleeping positions to try out, so this should only take you around 2 weeks. In my opinion, this was the most beneficial thing that I've discovered, and it's actually so small, but it made such an impact to my sleep. So this is my number 1. Number 2, having a set wake up time and a set sleeping time. So what that means is you wake up at the same time in the morning every single day. So for example, I wake up at 5:15 every single morning, and I go to sleep at 9 p.m. every single evening. So having that schedule really helps to fall asleep. This is going to train your brain to get a little routine going, and this is going to take around 1 month to get used to. Number 3, use candles instead of the light above your head. And what I mean by that is I use candles like this here. So these are just ordinary little candles, and you can get a pack of 100 for quite cheap. And the light above my head is quite harsh, and I only use it for like filming or if I really need to clean my room. If you use 2 or 3 of these lights, you can light up your whole room and it's not going to be harsh to your eyes. So basically what your brain thinks when you have that harsh light above your head, it thinks that that's the sun. As your brain thinks that this is the sun, you are not going to want to go to sleep. So using candles like this is really beneficial, because if you think about how people done it 100 years ago, people didn't really have electricity to put on their lights. They used candles. It may not seem like a lot, but these lights are actually so much more pleasant to your eyes, and they're not going to stimulate you the way that this harsh light above my head does. Now, a bonus tip. Don't be only mentally tired. Don't be only physically tired. You have to be both. You have to be both mentally and physically tired to actually fall asleep. When you're physically tired, when you go to sleep, your mind is racing. You're thinking about yesterday, about tomorrow, about the things that you've done on work. This is not good. Now, the same way, if you're mentally tired but not physically tired, when you go into bed, you'll be restless. You'll want to move. Your legs will be restless. You'll just want to move out of bed. This is also really not good. So if you have a physical job, maybe you work in a warehouse, or maybe you do some physical work overall, if you go to the gym a lot, or maybe you go to some classes, try and read before your sleep. So when you're going to sleep, pick up a book and read by the candlelight. This is going to exhaust your brain. This is going to exhaust you mentally. So now you'll be both physically and mentally tired. If your job is mentally demanding, maybe you're a teacher or lecturer, what you should do is achieve at least 10,000 steps every single day and go to the gym for at least 1 hour a day. This is going to exhaust you physically. So now you're physically and mentally tired, and this will result in a way better sleep. One more thing I want to tell you before you stop watching this video, and this is to stop associating your bed with watching TV, going on your computer, or doing any kind of work. You should find another space to do your work, watch your TV, or go on your phone. Do not do these things in your bed, because next time you see your bed, you're going to associate your bed with watching TV, doing work, or going on your phone. These are not the things that you should be doing. You should see your bed as only a tool to sleep. When your eyes see the bed, you will want to sleep straight away. When you lie in your bed, you will fall asleep much quicker because you do not associate your bed with working. I see so many people that go under bed and watch TV. They watch shows on Netflix, or they go on their phone and scroll social media. Do not do those things, and maybe your sleep will improve. Thanks for watching the video. Those are the things that really help to improve my sleep and beat insomnia. I hope those things help you, and thanks for watching the video. Consider subscribing, like the video, maybe comment down below on what you'd like to see next, and that's it. Peace.